Dallas nurse who treated the first Ebola patient in Dallas, well, now she's waking up in the hospital where she works. And this morning we have new information about how many of her coworkers the CDC is now monitoring. CBS 11's Arzo Dos live at Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital this morning. Arzo.
Well, Jason, as Nina Pham continues to be treated here, the CDC insists training nurses and doctors treating Ebola will be a top priority. Now, in Pham's case, the CDC says there was a breach in protocol and that the nurse might have been exposed while removing her protective gear. She was wearing a mask, gown, gloves, and shield. So now the CDC is closely monitoring 70 healthcare workers at Presby Dallas. The CDC also teaching healthcare workers in Atlanta how to remove their gear when treating patients with Ebola. But according to the National Institutes of Health, the hospital staff at Presby Dallas may not have had time to properly train.
Quite frankly, the training was the proof of the pudding. The training was not adequate. It was not adequate. The training was not adequate. We've got to make sure the training is adequate.
Now, Presby Dallas has since started a buddy system where workers supervise each other while suiting up and removing gear. Another thing CDC is looking into is a spray that doctors and nurses could use once they come out of the isolation unit, and one that would immediately kill the virus. Live in Dallas, Arzo Dos, CBS 11 News.
6:33 is your time. We have some new information as well about that nurse, Nina Pham, and who she may have come in contact with since being infected with Ebola. CBS 11's Elizabeth Din joins us now with that part of the story. Liz?
Brand new information to share with you right now, Adrian. We know Nina Pham first noticed her symptoms developing with a fever back on Friday, and the CDC confirmed one person was in close contact with the nurse after symptoms began. We now know that person worked for a Fort Worth company, that's Alcon. The company sent a message to staff letting them know one of their own is in isolation at Texas Health Presbyterian Hospital, the same place where Nina Pham works and is also in isolation. Sources telling CBS 11 this letter was sent via email. According to the note, the employee has not shown symptoms and they have no reason to suspect other staffers were at risk. So certainly shows that this is done as a precaution. Now, right here, we are at Nina Pham's apartment, and this is in the M Streets area of Lower Greenville here in Dallas. Of course, we'll continue to follow those other developments I just mentioned to you. But right here, a lot of people still asking questions about Nina's dog. Bentley is in isolation at an undisclosed location, and the American Veterinary Medical Association admits it doesn't know much about dogs and Ebola, but the city of Dallas maintains the dog will not be put down. In fact, Mayor Mike Rawlings himself saying that the dog will be taken care of. A lot of people concerned, but he says the dog is okay. Live in Dallas, Elizabeth Din, CBS 11 News.
Students at Texas A&M are working on a project right now to contain Ebola, and their efforts have already caught the attention of the U.S. government. 10 grad students from A&M School of Architecture, they're designing portable clinics for patients with Ebola. The goal is to isolate the patients and then through doing that also keep health workers safe.
Dallas's second Ebola case has prompted a hospital in San Diego to hold an Ebola drill. They had a woman with a baby playing the role of somebody who just got back from West Africa and wasn't feeling well. Hospital staff went through all the protocols, taking them to a secure room for evaluation, putting on protective gear. The hospital says that they have the tools and resources in place to protect the public, but it's good to practice, especially now.
If you have questions about Ebola in North Texas, you can get some answers today. The Dallas County Medical Society is holding a special chat about the virus. They're doing this right on social media, so you all have a chance to put your questions in. It's happening at 4:30 this afternoon on Twitter. All you have to do is use the hashtag AskDCMS for them to see your questions. CBS 11 and online also at cbsdfw.com. That's your source for information about Ebola in North Texas. You can also follow CBS DFW on social media, including Facebook and Twitter, where we'll update you 24 hours a day.